Hello everybody. I was kind of waiting for a couple more people to submit their WPAP image before I made this video because I think it's such an exciting project and everyone's work turned out so well. So we're waiting on a couple other people, but still I'm just going to go ahead and make a short video. This is Logan's work, and I think this was like such a super exciting response to this project for me. When I was first told that I could teach this course, my mentor, who I got my MFA with, Lynn Schmidt, used to be the chair at WCC, and now she's just an adjunct like me. She retired. And anyway, I said, well, what would you recommend I teach? Because, you know, she taught graphic design, she taught computer graphics 1 and 2, and she said, well, I would just have them work with the pen tool. And so I thought, well, this is a great experience for them to be kind of forced to work with the pen tool, and I think it's a very important tool to learn if you're going to be in computer graphics, if you're going to do vector design, if you're going to do graphic design. It's just one of those tools that everybody needs to learn. And that said, I can't say that I'm the best with it myself, but you guys did amazing. So I was so pleased with Logan's, and I think I made that obvious to him. And I remember the week before this one, how Bernardo said, you know, that you could add something really colorful to your portfolio in reference to the midterm portfolio, and then Logan comes out with this, and I just, epic, epic, epic. So I'm just in love with it. And the other thing that I'm in love with is doing the 4-step critique. I think you guys did so well with that. And, you know, perhaps even being new to that method, it still is, it's so valuable. And I think your responses to your peers for this assignment were so much more elevated, besides just complimenting them on the things that you liked. Everyone gave, you know, everyone went a little bit deeper beyond what they notice into using our arts vocabulary, you know, our elements and principles, and interpreting the work, evaluating the work, making a suggestion. I think we really got some important feedback this week. So anywho, I guess Logan felt that his nose was a little clunky, but you know what? I really like it. I think that this highlight that looks like an exclamation point is really fun. I like that there is the white areas, those kind of highlight certain aspects of the face. For me, if I were going to use highlights, I could only recommend using them on one side and then using darker shades on the other side. I think that that would create more dimension, but that's not what this project was about at all. It was about just being colorful and fragmenting the face and adding lots of color. That said, the lips, how did that turn out so realistic, Logan, is my question to you. How on earth do you have all of these flat vector shapes, and yet the mouth appears to be a raster image? I just love the combination. I think it's stunning. Okay, and I think you got some wonderful, wonderful feedback. And Bernardo mentioned about the nose, just a little bit more definition. And China noticed that bright color palette. So excellent. Breaking the pink shade between the figure's eyebrows. Okay, I could see that. Very good feedback. Okay, next was Bernardo, and he did a Chihuahua, which is kind of, you know, and I'm not referring to your background or anything like that, just your overall kind of essence, Bernardo, that you tend to gravitate toward, you know, Spanish type art, and I think that that's a wonderful thing to have a focus that brings all of your portfolio together. And so this image, I think, works so well with your pre-course work, and yeah, I'm just loving it. I'm just loving it. Super fun. And then I think Logan gave you an excellent response. Adding more lines, you know, and that's the hardest part, isn't it? Adding more lines. But he thought, you know, if your dog had eyebrows, that could add more expression. And that is what eyebrows are for, right? Not really. That's not what we were given them for, but eyebrows and eyes are really so important to facial features, to give expression to anything that has eyes and eyebrows, right? And yes, dogs do have eyebrows, in case you didn't notice. But I am in love with this one as well. I think it's so fun, and I can't wait to see these in our final portfolio. Okay, and then we had China with her WPAP, and she didn't get any feedback. Oh, sorry about that, China. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and give you a 4-step critique. Okay, let's take a look. So she just actually did one of the things I recommended, which is just going for a single feature, because it can be so difficult to do an entire face. It can take like forever. And this one feels a lot looser than the others, but I still am in love with it. And I don't think China really needs to bring more color to her portfolio, because she already has several very colorful works. And there's some things that I really love about this. So the first thing I notice as far as describe is, that we have an eye, and I really just kind of focus on the lashes, how elegant they look, and the simplicity of it, for me, really works. And the color scheme as well. If I were going to analyze it, I would say that I see shapes and lines that mirror the human eye. And we have so many more lines to our expression, and a lot of people are shy about adding those because it makes the person appear older. Oh my, how could you have lines on a young person? And I think by using those light shades, that kind of periwinkle blue violet that she used for the lines, really kind of subdued the effect of them so that they're not so strong, and this still appears to be a young person. I also love how she handled the iris, the small details here, how it's half one color and half another color to me, it's like almost like a little pool of, it's like water. The more I look at it, it's just like a little ocean inside the iris. So that gets into interpret. And then, the little butterfly shine. So cute. What a great choice. So to evaluate this artwork, I would judge it as excellent. I think it works with China's overall style as an artist and will work really well with her portfolio. So I don't really see any improvements that I could suggest other than I think perhaps more lines, more like perhaps you could do more lines in the eyebrow itself to make it appear more textural. But overall I think that it's lovely, and it's deep, and it's expressive. So I really enjoyed it. And that's really everything that I have for you in response to our WPAP designs. And if you looked up this style, I always put a W. WPAP. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to have to stop there because I started typing, and that's something I'm not allowed to do in this video. This video software. Okay, so it just goes to, yeah. All right, I will share that separately, where the WPAP came from. All right, that is it for me. Talk to you all soon.